Namaskar girls. The previous classes we are learning rural economy, and the previous class we learned about the rural unemployment and the rural infrastructure, isn't it? Today we are going to learn rural health, nutrition and sanitation. What is the meaning for health, nutrition and sanitation? So health is an important component of ensuring the better quality of life, isn't it? Health is wealth. If wealth is lost, something is lost. If health is lost, everything is lost. So these are the proverbs which gives importance about health. What is the condition of health, nutrition and sanitation at rural areas? Mostly the rural areas, they have only poor sanitation. They do not even have the toilets, isn't it? They have to use the open space. And I don't know whether you heard the news in the last week or not. A girl who has been selected by the NASA for her achievement in science. She belongs to a village near Dindigul, I think so. While the people, the directors of NASA asked her wish, at that time, the girl, she told that her village requires toilet facility. Being a teenage girl, she felt that it is improper to use the public places as toilets and other things. So, she requested the people of NASA to provide them, to construct them the toilets. As per her wish, they constructed more than 25 toilets in their villages, and all the women, they were very happy about the girl for her wish and for her requirement. So because of the poor sanitation, the people of the rural area, they are suffering with various epidemics. Smallpox, chickenpox, diarrhea, cholera and other things. Nowadays we found vaccination for all those diseases. Even though the rural people, they are suffering with these epidemics because of the poor sanitation. And also poor nutrition, isn't it? The children in the rural areas, they are seems to be very weak and meek. Even they are not able to walk on the particular months or particular year. And why these things are happening? Because of the lack of medical facility. There is no proper clinics or proper hospitals in the rural areas. Government doctors, those who are appointed in the rural areas, are not willing to work there in the rural areas. So that only the government insists them compulsory 1 year they have to work as a doctor in the rural areas. Only then they will be appointed as a doctor in the urban areas or in the cities. So the lack of medical facility and ignorance and poverty. The ignorance, what do you mean by ignorance? People in the rural areas, they have some superstitious thoughts, isn't it? They never go for the doctor for even the smallpox or chickenpox. So the ignorance also leads them to a poor health condition and poverty. they are not able to, the things or the fee which is imposed by the private clinics are not affordable by the poor people. So these things make the rural areas in a poor health condition. And also nutrition, isn't it? The children in the village areas, rural areas, they are very weak. So the government has implemented various programs for nutrition. For example, supplementary feeding program, midday meal, and nutrition education programs through TVs and papers and other things. So the main reason for poor health is poor nutrition. So to avoid that, the government has implemented so many schemes, programs to enhance their nutrition by offering them food, and also at the same time to get the education. Midday meals and the supplementary feeding program Anganwadi அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க இல்லையா. ஸோ சின்ன சின்ன கிராமப்புறங்களில் இருக்கக்கூடிய குழந்தைகளுக்காக அங்கன்வாடி அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, பால்வாடின்னு சொல்லுவீங்க அதுதான். ஸோ though they are providing nutrition foods, supplementaries, சத்துள்ள ஊட்டச்சத்து மிக்க ஆகாரங்கள் கொடுப்பாங்க, எக்கு, மில்க், everything which cannot be afforded by the people in the rural areas. So these programs are implemented by the government to enrich the nutrition from the rural areas. And also the rural health mission, that is NRHM, National Rural Health Mission. So it was launched in the year 2005, 12th April. And why it was started? To provide accessible, affordable and quality healthcare to the rural population. So it was started on the basis of to offering the quality and affordable healthcare. So they seeks provide equitable, affordable, particularly to the uneducated people. And they are also focused on the programs on reproductive, maternal, newborn babies, child health and adolescents. So these things are taken care by the NRHM. So these things the government has implemented to enhance the health, nutrition and sanitation in the rural areas. The next one we are going to see is rural infrastructure. The next topic we are going to see is rural infrastructure. Infrastructure includes housing, market, roads, electrification, health and other things. So under the heading we are going to see one by one. First one, rural housing. What do you mean by rural housing? Housing doesn't mean that only the place where the family live. It also includes, we all know that the food, shelter and cloth are the basic need of a man. So housing is considered to be one of the basic requirements of a citizen. So it includes not only the house but also water supply, electricity, good sanitation and disposal of sewage and other things. Nowadays the housing problem is get aggravated, isn't it? It has been increased because of the nuclear family system. In olden days people used to live in the joint family or they live together, but nowadays the nuclear family system has been increased, so the requirement of the housing is also increased. And how can we tackle this problem? Nowadays almost the remote areas are becoming cities, isn't it? People wherever they find place they started building houses, and if the house is not available inside the city, the people are ready to move far away from the city by using their transport facility. With the help of the transport, they can easily move from that place to they can reach the city. So nowadays we are ready to go to get a good water supply, electricity, sanitized house wherever we get, isn't it? So how can we tackle this problem? By developing the low cost technology in house construction, isn't it? Nowadays it is cost very high. Building a house is not an easy job, isn't it? If you want to build even a single room, it requires lakhs and lakhs. So to tackle this problem, the cost of the construction should be low. Only then we can tackle this problem. And according to the NSSO, National Survey, what they say is 38% of the household people, they are living in one room houses, and 36% of people are living in two rooms houses. So the requirement for the house has been increased in the past 2 to 3 decades, only because of the nuclear family system, and also for our employment opportunity. We are moving from our native to urban areas, and also in the rural areas also they are not living in a proper houses, isn't it? They are not building in the proper manner. The construction of the house is not in a proper manner. So everything includes in the rural housing. And the next one is rural market. You all know that what is the meaning for market. Market is a place where the buyers and the sellers meet each other to exchange their goods and money, isn't it? So the rural markets, the things which are produced in the rural markets are to be transported to the urban areas, or else it has to be sold in the rural areas, isn't it? But the rural market is not up to the level. Why? Because is the villages, they have to purchase their needed products from the urban areas, isn't it? They have to move to the urban areas to buy their raw materials, and also they are producing the inputs and farm inputs produced in urban and also other regions. And though rural areas are very good in raw materials and very good in the production, there are some defects in the rural market. What are they? First one, lack of bargaining power. Even nowadays, while we are purchasing in the Reliance, if you go for a purchase the vegetables at Reliance, you never bargain, isn't it? You pay the money what they have labeled in the product. But at the same time, if you buy the product, if you buy the goods which are selling by the people from the rural areas, we started bargaining. The people, they are also ready to sell their goods in the low cost amount. So because of the bargaining power, lack of bargain, they are not able to bargain with the consumers. So the lack of the bargaining powers is one of the defectives of rural market. And the lack of organization. There is no separate organization. There is no separate organization in the rural areas for the sellers. If you see Madurai, you can see the unions, isn't it? For the vegetable sellers, for the fruit vendors, everybody has an union. So there is an organization which gives supports to the sellers. But on the other hand, there is no organizations in the rural areas, so there is no discipline, there is no order, there is no good performance in the rural market, and also lack of storage facility, isn't it? Now we have what we can say, air conditioned storages for fruits and vegetables, and dry storages for grains and pulses. But on the other hand, the rural areas, they do not have such storage facility, so they ought to sell their goods then and there. Perishable goods, particularly the perishable goods, they can't store it for 2 to 3 days, even for 2 to 3 days. They have to sell it and then and there. So for minimum cost they are selling their goods because of the lack of storage facility and poor transport. If they have a very good transport, they can even sell their goods in the urban areas. But because of the poor transportation, they are not able to bring the goods to the urban areas. Poor marketing and also poor arrangements. That is, for if you consider Madurai, we have a separate building, a very vast area for fruits vendors and the vegetable sellers, Madithavani market, isn't it? So there is a proper arrangements are there in the urban areas. On the other hand, there is no proper arrangements in the marketing and in the rural areas. So these are the things we are learning under the heading of rural market. And the next one is rural roads. What do you mean by roads? Roads should be well constructed roads. If it is a well constructed road, it give benefits for the rural people by connecting them with the urban areas, isn't it? If there is a proper road in the rural area to the urban area, the people, they can easily bring their finished goods, and also easily they carry their raw materials from the urban to rural, and they can bring the finished goods from the rural to urban. So everything both will be benefited, both the rural areas and the urban areas will be benefited. Only the roads in the rural areas are well constructed, and also the urban areas, they have the facility to sell their products in the different areas. But on the other hand, rural people are not have such facilities because of the lack of road system. And the agricultural inputs and will be sold only there is a well constructed road, and the roads which will be help the farmers to bring the produce to the urban markets, and also not only the city areas, even in the distance areas they can sell their products. So the rural roads are very, very important for the rural development. So all these things are important for the rural development.